The first reading from the book of Exodus describes our own journey. Look at these people, the Israelites. They are on a journey led by Moses towards the promised land. And the promised land is a prototype of our journey towards heaven. That it's there, that is everything, fullness of life. And on this journey towards the promised land, journey towards freedom from life of enslavement in Egypt, these people complained. We have no food. We're hungry. We're thirsty. Why are you bringing us through this desert journey to get hungry and die of hunger? It's better for us to go back in Egypt there, though we are slaves, but we have food every day. Our stomachs are filled every day. This describes sometimes ourselves, that we choose a life of enslavement because we are filled. Instead of going for freedom, instead of going for life of true freedom, we choose to be enslaved so long as we are filled. This happens to us many times. Filled because of living in an enslavement of vices, living in a life of enslavement when it comes to power, wealth, life of enslavement, but we choose this because we are so filled. Instead of freeing ourselves, no, why lead us through the desert and there we go hungry and thirsty? But we forget the end, it's freedom, it's the promised land. But we do not want to run the risk. We prefer going back to the life of enslavement because there is some kind of satisfaction. Let this be a beautiful reminder to all of us. Let us go through the journey and run the risk because it's God's promise. God promises heaven. Though in this journey, there may be times we go hungry, there may be times we go thirsty, but here, God does not leave us alone. Let us hang on to Him, believe in Him, because God is always with us in this journey. As we continue this Eucharistic celebration, let this story, the journey of the Israelites through the desert towards the promised land, be our own journey in life. Our journey in life. Let us free ourselves from enslavement. Let us not get used to it. Run the risk of getting hungry through the desert because we know the promised land is at the end of this journey. One writer puts it beautifully. Ugmandino says in one of his books, he said, sometimes we people, we build prisons for ourselves. And after occupying them for periods of time, we become accustomed to its false walls and premises. And because we become accustomed, we get used to it, as if there is no better life outside of it. As if inside the prison is all life there is. It's a beautiful reminder. Sometimes we build our own prisons. And inside this prison, we are getting used to it. We forget that there is life of freedom outside this prison cell. Only God can lead us towards freedom. Sometimes we cannot even free ourselves. This Eucharistic celebration and this encounter with the Lord, let us ask the Lord, Lord, please lead us to true freedom. Lord, we are so afraid to go through the desert, but with you in the journey, we submit and put our trust in you. Yes, we could get hungry and thirsty, but Lord, we believe that you are always there for us and with us.